Well, hi there, folks. I do receive your emails, and here's the part where I answer some of your most common questions. All right. Well, it looks like I'm in the hot seat here. Oh, my favorite airport. Okay, that's a good one. I've been to them all pretty much, and from large to small, and small being really small. There's been times I've been at places where it's just a little shack on an airstrip out in the middle of the bush, and you're just hoping that shack is open so you can get out of the wind and hopefully stay warm, waiting for your ride. But my favorite would definitely be Yellowknife. It falls right in between large and small. It's just the right size. You can't get lost, and it's got absolutely beautiful displays in it. I mean, that polar bear display was really something. I absolutely loved that, and I'm glad I got it filmed here for you to take a look. What's my favorite winter town? Favorite, definitely. Actually, this one I can answer just like that. A lot of these are going to be splitting hairs, but my favorite winter town would be Nain of Newfoundland and Labrador. What a neat place that is. I mean, first of all, you come flying in on all they got to fly in there is these little teeny planes. So you come flying in on this little plane, and it's a hard bank and a dive down to the little airstrip that's along the ocean. We land, it's just a world of white. Everything's frozen in snow. And you get out of your plane and you get onto a snowmobile. Now that winter's here, no more plowing the roads. We'll just get a snowcat out and groom the snow up, and everyone can just drive their snowmobiles around. And that's what they do. It's just a winter wonderland. I always said they should film a Christmas movie there. Nain, Newfoundland and Labrador. Oh, my favorite summer town. Okay, well, that's a good follow-up question for sure. I think I'd have to say Toledo in the Northwest Territories. It's on the Mackenzie Valley, and the beautiful Mackenzie River runs through there. And it's a wide, big river. I mean, you'd swear you're on a lake. And it goes on forever. So you have so much access to other communities and other territory just by that river. So it's the Mackenzie River, and the Great Bear River flows into it there. And there's a lookout point there that I used to go to all the time. And it's just so beautiful. You get the muddy water mixing with the clear water. And it's just such a peaceful and beautiful spot. And just walking around in summertime was such a joy there. It's quite far north. But Toledo still has trees, which is kind of nice, So it's that familiar treed in and a kind of country that I was used to, along with mountains in the background and hills and forest and lots of water around it. I guess is familiar to me for like how I grew up. So yeah, Toledo, Northwest Territories. What was my favorite thingle experience? That's a great question, too. I can answer that one fast. There's been so many great experiences, but the one that comes to the top of my mind right away is the caribou. The caribou migration in Arviat, Nunavut. Really, that was kind of a bucket list event of mine from a little kid. My dad and we used to watch like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom and all of these nature shows. And anytime that they were up north and we got to see caribou or muskox or anything, my dad was always so excited. And I guess really that put that desire in me. And so getting up north and seeing those caribou, like in that massive herd, like you'd only see on some kind of documentary, flying my drone and the whole thing, I just absolutely loved it. Definitely, that's my favorite so far. What's my favorite time of the year? You know what? I'm going to say October. I just love the north in October. Nothing's frozen up yet. You still got fairly good daylight hours. Nothing's frozen up yet, but at nighttime, you're getting that, -5, -10. And then in daytime, you're getting +5, +10, around in there. So it's such nice temperatures, no bugs. That's why, a lot of times people say, well, why not summertime? You don't have to deal with those minus temperatures. Well, yeah, but you do have to deal with bugs, and it can be unbelievably thick. So I think October, definitely, we still got some sunshine. We got no bugs. And, it's hardening up. You get out in the morning, things are a little bit frozen. But yet all the waterways are still open. So there's still a lot of boating and fishing going on in that aspect. Yeah, love that. High Arctic October. Favorite job in the store? Oh, that's a great question. I've done a lot of them. But this one is going to be definitely just a real personal answer because it would change for everyone. I remember when I first got to the training center, and one of my fellow students had actually been working for the Northwest Company for a little while and was now moving up to a management position. And so she had actually been out in the stores, and I was asking her the same question. What's the best, what's the best department? What's the best job in the store? And she said office. She thought the office was the best place to work because it's the least amount of physical labor. So that's a really good point. But for me, that wasn't important. I enjoy the physical labor. I like getting out of the store even. So I think grocery manager really was then. Because that got me out of the store. You'd have to go get groceries. A lot of times you're doing freight, right? And or you're helping with freight. And so in those times, I kind of enjoyed that, getting out of the store and doing some of the physical labor of bringing in freight and that. Also GM, it's a tough one. GM is really great because I love the product so much. So, I might be in store all the time, but I'm getting to deal with snowmobiles and ATVs and talk to people about hunting and camping equipment and things like that. So I love the product. So it's a toss up between the two. I guess I'm gonna say GM. It's just that's my thing. I love that. But yeah, it's a toss up because grocery is so important and grocery is beautiful and you can make wonderful displays and yeah, you can get your produce out and you can just make your store look so great. And and with grocery, you get a lot of compliments too. Like people are like, "Oh, look at this! And you got this new product, and they love it." And so it's very, very rewarding. So maybe I'll change my answer back to grocery manager. All right, folks. You keep sending in the questions, and I'll keep sending you the answers. Thanks for watching. Go North.